So I just wanted to follow up on a video I did previously where I was talking about drug policy in the UK and particularly focusing on why I thought the Green Party's policy on drugs is actually the right way to go, or at least in a better direction than what we're doing now. And because I didn't have time to elaborate in that video, I just want to elaborate here on why I said quite categorically that I thought the current drug policy doesn't work. And that's really important, I think, to expand upon that point. Um, because if it was working, then I would say, yes, double down, increase the penalties for, drug possession, increase the penalties for drug dealing for sure, and drug manufacture, and certainly don't move any models towards decriminalisation or certainly legalisation. That's what I would say if I thought it was working. But we've had prohibition, the war on drugs, well, since the 1960s, you could say that war on drugs was really ramping up after like the LSD counterculture in America. We followed suit. And we've moved lots of drugs to category A since then. And we've even got legislation, the Novel Psychoactive Substances Bill, which now makes drugs illegal that haven't even been invented yet. If they're psychoactive, they're already illegal, even if we haven't invented them. Even if they could have potential benefit to society, they're already illegal. Great legislation. So if that approach was working, what we would see by now is that there would be very few drug overdoses and there would be not much drugs on the street and very low drug use. But let's be absolutely clear, that's not what we see. And that's why we need a different approach, because if it was going to work, it would have worked by now. We've been banging at it for years and years and years, in America as well, and it's not working. It's not working. So it's not therefore outrageous to say, let's take a different approach. Let's have an evidence-based, public health-focused approach where we look at this sensibly as adults, say it's not working now, and see how it can work. We've got drug overdoses going up, drug use going up, particularly like drug overdoses in Scotland. They're one of the highest in Europe. We can't pretend it's working, put our fingers in our eyes and say, we don't want children to have drugs. We don't want drugs on our streets. Drugs are already on our street. Young people already get hold of drugs. That's the position we have to move from to try and find a solution. We have to accept people want to take drugs and they do take drugs. If we pretend that we can stop people taking drugs, then we're not facing reality. We'll never get anywhere. So let's be sensible. Let's think about it. Let's try not to be emotional and reactive and try and find a way forward. I'll repeat for the last time, the current drug policy doesn't work. What we're doing doesn't work. Let's find another way.